going on, everybody? It's me. Yeah, Sean, from the Uncultured Whiff. So, sometimes you get suckered into wanting to try something. And I didn't know the story behind it. I just know there was like a little buzz. And I saw the note breakdown. I was like, is that possible for that to even be good? It looks like a mess on paper, right? So this is Sboy, S-Boy, if you want to call it that. It's done by Draco. I believe they are Ukrainian, I think. And this was dreamt up by none other. It's embarrassing to even say this guy's name in 2023, but by Soulja Boy. Yeah, we all remember that moment in time, right? That guy was like cool as shit for like 15 minutes. He literally had 15 minutes of fame. So normally when you see somebody who has any kind of celebrity or a name that anybody could remember if they're drunk enough and the 90s playlist came on, it's usually garbage and it's sold at Walmart. This, oddly enough, I got it through Fragrance One, which is Jeremy Fragrance's business that I thought was thunk, but apparently it's running. Ginger ale, folks. The struggle's real. So, for your presentation, you have a box, and inside the box is a bottle. Yeah, we all know what I think about that shit, right? I don't. All right. Ready to? It's a pretty good bottle box, I guess, and the way it goes together and the way the lines line up, we know who makes the box. So now we're going to have a little discussion. Now that we know who makes the box, we know who makes the juice, because it's synonymous, right? You look at the bottle. I may or might not have many bottles by the house that is involved. And this is like 250 bucks. Yeah, Soulja Boy. 250 bucks. I did not pay 250 bucks. It's not happening. In no universe would I go out on a limb and buy something from Soulja Boy for 250 bucks. It ain't happening. There we go. Now, all jokes aside, this is a really good smelling fragrance. I was not going to make a video on that. I was just going to let it be and pretend I never bought it because I didn't want to get picked on by my friends. But it's really, really good. It's sort of like almost refining or finding a lesser obnoxious version of Ultramall, but with a whole different twist. I know it sounds like I'm talking in a circle, but you'd have to wear it to know, because it comes out like it's really sweet in the opening, because you get the caramel, you get a really awesome juicy smelling coconut, you know, and you get some peach in there, and that peach, oddly enough, matches up with that coconut really well. The caramel goes by real fast. And then you get some lemon, which is going to make it stick around for a minute, right? And the bergamot. And that opening sticks around for a good minute. You know, it's there. Probably the longest part of the journey is the opening. More about that in a minute. Okay, so you come into your middle. You get the bouquet. Rose, iris, jasmine, lavender. And it goes by fast. You'll smell like a woman's powder room for about 13 seconds, but it really ties in well with the opening. I know I kind of made a joke there, but it really does. And we'll walk past a woman's powder room in kind of an upscale restaurant. That's literally what it smells like. So it's interesting to be on a men's fragrance, but when you see that, you're just like, that shouldn't work. And on paper, when you read it, you're thinking to yourself, that's a little sus. That ain't gonna work. Well, shit, you may not. It works, and it smells fantastic. The opening on this, the way it sticks around, and it just kind of picks up other pieces, is genius. I love it. And I can't believe I'm saying I love a fragrance that's attached to Soulja Boy, of all fucking people. I'm a metalhead, by the way, so I just don't like rap and hip hop and R&B and all that crap. But maybe he's a good dude today, but man, when he came out, he was a douche. Oh my God. Ugh. Cringe factors through the roof. So you get down into the base of it, and it's going to kind of really still, that opening still coming with it, which is usually by now, openings are just long gone. Openings is what gets you to buy it usually. So you don't get to smell it very long. It comes in and it moves out. Sort of like the chubby chick from Friday night. She's there and she's out because you don't want to get caught, right? But yeah, this right here, that opening just stays and it comes with it. And we're just getting to this base is taking about 3.5, 4 hours because that opening stays so strong and it's wonderful. Matter of fact, even the old lady, when I sprayed this on, I was literally waiting to have a good laughing moment. And we're both taken back by it, like, wow, that really, really smells good. And none for nothing. It just does. So you get down into your base and you got, you get hit with that musk. And the musk is a little tough for some people, but it's coming back in fragrances now. So y'all might as well get used to it because that's kind of what's going to give things longevity. Musk is one of those things that really seals the deal for getting longevity. It's not really the oil content. I don't know why everybody made a big deal out of that for the longest time. But there's certain things you put into fragrance that will give it a life and it will drive it home. And for a while, people weren't using musk because sometimes it can be done a little danky. Sort of like oud. Oud's another one of those things that people made oud smell good, but when they made oud smell good, the oud fragrances stopped lasting. It used to be, if you got an oud fragrance, yeah, it had a stage where it went through where you probably weren't the happiest to be wearing it, and people definitely were not the happiest to smell you. You could wash your clothes 4 times and the smell wouldn't come out of it. Because oud was one of those things that literally stuck around. But it's also, rotten, like, nasty grossness in tree bark. It's disgusting. But it works. Sort of like, whale semen. Everybody's like, would I just squirt on myself? Yeah, there's a lot of it in fragrance, by the way. A lot of squid, too. But that's stuff that makes things last. So you got your musk, you get your tonka bean, which keeps it kind of powdery and soft, yet a little sweet, mixed with the amber, which keeps it sweet, and you get that oak moss, and it's a really earthy oak moss, which is nice because it kind of brings that masculinity back into it. And then you get sandalwood, and you get an amazing vanilla. It's just amazing. Like, the vanilla is the last thing you get to hang on to. So as it's going out, you kind of get like a really creamy coconut ice cream that you might have put a little bit of peaches on. That's like the last 25, 40 minutes. It's just wonderful. And the whole journey takes about 8 hours. It's fantastic. Can't say enough. Do I think it's a little overpriced? A little rich for what it is? Honestly, if Soulja Boy wasn't attached to it, I wouldn't even have a joke to say about it because it's good. Okay? Is it $250 good? You know what I'm going to say, right? Nothing's $250 good. It's scented piss. It's water that people toss some oils and some fragrances into. You should never be paying that much. I mean, you can make this stuff for 25 cents a bottle, for Christ's sake. You should never be paying that much. All right, very cool. But hey, if you want to get this, just put in Sboy. Sboy. Follow the douchey comments all the way to the website and get yourself a bottle of it. Or keep your eye on Fragrance One because Jeremy's always having a sale. He hasn't lost his touch with that. Which, if you can put it on sale, just drop the damn price. Stop being a dick. Drop the price. Okay? Drop the fucking price. But at the end of the day, it really does smell good. As always, don't take my word for it. Get yourself a decant. Find a way to smell it. Because What I think's good, you could think is absolutely horrible. What works good on my skin might not work good on your skin. That's just fragrances, people. Okay? Those who've been around fragrances long enough understand it. Those who are getting into fragrance because someone told them it was cool might not quite understand it. And yeah, probably be able to get this at Walmart next year for $16. But right now, you're not getting it anywhere for $16. But it is fantastic. And none for nothing, I think if the Soulja Boy association with it wasn't there, it would be a monster fragrance. People would be going crazy for it. But so far, people aren't. That's why I wanted to get it, because I couldn't figure out. I know why the big YouTubers are covering it, because they're compensated. So I wanted to shit on it. That's why I got it. I wanted to squat and take a big old shit on it. But I can't. It's fantastic. So yeah. Catch you next video. Subscribe. Later.